SK going to try and keep him at arm's length. Moakai is the final pick for Cabochard. That is his 6th unique champion this split, but does what he has been doing for Team Vitality, which is provide some engaged threat, provides a strong meatball front line, and he works well as part of this composition. Yeah. Meatball front line?
I think Captain Flowers was always the meatball comps, the tanks in the top lane. We got some meatballs in this game with Ornn and Moakai. Important to note, NG has not gone back to base. He wants to be here for the Drake.
Oh, Labrov coming around the side. Here comes the thundering smashes. They're going to lock up the Lulu for now. Flashes away. NG started up the Drake, but now Trick has to run. He flashes as well. Stunned up with the Gravita, mooted in place. NG's going to try and turn it around as the TP comes in from Jenax. Not yet level 6 and doesn't really have a way to get into this fight apart from the flash. Looking for the knockup. They land it on NG, but here comes the counter TP. Exhaust goes down. Comp trying to survive with the Crescendo with the Severum. He's getting a lot of healing back, and he gets the shield as well from Lulu. 2 TPs in from Vitalities. They get 1 kill, but here comes the second from ZaZee. He's got no mana. The Azir comes in, can only put 1 soldier down, and the Yuumi isn't going to be able to heal up. Jenax quite enough. He gets another heal. Cabochard goes in with Bramble Smash. The minion! Oh, he takes the minions instead! Oh, Cabochard betrayed by the very minion that he placed to take the kill. Couldn't quite get the final auto attack in.
If only you could control the saplings right there, Cabochard would have had his allows comp to escape. No one had mana in that fight, I'm realizing.
Call of the Fortune comes in the top lane. Cabochard locked up, and he is taken down. And it's pretty easy to catch Cabochard out. And remember, he has no TP now as well. No summoners on that tree. So it's going to be very hard for him to get back on into this lane.
And props to Trick looking for the top lane gank right there, because it's actually important. After so much was burned down in the bottom lane, Trick, a lot of junglers saying, oh, we need to go back down there. But looking at Ornn versus a Moakai.
The tree versus the Forge God. Bullet time used here in the bot lane, trying to force Comp out. Level 6 already on Crownshot meant that he has the advantage right now, and Comp
a lot of CS denied in that bottom lane, which is going to be a big deal. And also that Infernal Drake, the actual stats on that, I could care less. The stats on the basic Drakes just don't really matter.
We've had this discussion before, Andy. Couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. If you could care less, that means you care about it to a degree. Rift Herald used here in the bottom lane. Doesn't take the tower, but in the end, it will go down to Comp.
Not my English teacher. Jeez.
Look, I'm a pedant.
Also, big level lead. You have 1 level in the top lane, you have 1 level in the mid lane, 2 levels, now just 1 between Crownshot and Comp, but TP's in bot.
Trying to force the fight. It's here. Comes the bullet. Time as Comp is able to escape from the side of it. Double TP used by SK. Call of the Portugal's going to get popped as well. But the root comes out. Jenax able to just to get around it. The Labrov has to flash away in the bottom lane. And SK, they really want to fight over this mountain. Drake, Cabochard, able to escape off towards the top side.
So SK cannot immediately start this mountain because, importantly, it's to get that push, take a plate, and now set up inside of the river. Now, Trick has ultimate, ZaZee has ultimate, but a lot of cooldowns are going to be missing for SK, and their bot lane, yet again, has very little mana.
They're going to step into the river right now as Trick goes in, looks for the stun. They're trying to get onto Comp, but Comp is able to escape from the top side of this, and Trick is going to go down first. Comp slays him. Crownshot now eats the Moonlight Vigil and has to flash away. NG low as well, already used the smite. Comp gets the double. He's looking for more as ZaZee has to shuffle his way across the wall. Milica will continue on the chase, but the Dragon goes to Vitality, as does the team fight.
Vitality just seemed like they had a much better understanding of the last
damage. Of course, Comp did have a long time just hitting Jenax and just hitting Trick.
And also Trick, yeah.
Yeah, when you're hitting a front line like that, you are going to do physical damage. As you say, he's a lightning bear. He does mostly magic damage. It's just one of those oddities of League of Legends.
And he's a summoner. He just summoned a Rift Herald too. He can do it all, right?
And SK will get the Dragon. So Vitality deciding they didn't want to fight around it. Yeah, it was a little bit of an interesting one, perhaps just not the perfect.
Now, one other thing we can talk about with these teams is there aren't a lot of great side lane options, and that's going to make Milica very happy on this Corki. So especially once the tourney force gets finished.
And you hard engage, because you are a numbers advantage in whatever lane you're on. Jenax actually going to get caught off in the side lane here, as NG, Labrov, and Comp are on the chase. Call of the Forge God comes down. Comp will take a lot of damage from it, but they still have the Wild Growth. Comp going to heal up with a heal of himself. The Wild Growth's been used as well on NG. To get the knock-up, and Comp survives. Hey,
objective. But what we will continue to see is this Aphelios get stronger and stronger and stronger, because now that we're in that mid-game period, the jungle doesn't really belong. Wait a second.
Right, Trick gets it, but then he gets out. Stormbringer into the flash. Milica, final auto attack, will get the kill. Milica was just sitting in a pocket of vision there. Wasn't spotted by SK, and perhaps Vitality
will do this Baron. I think they can.
The only issue I have with it is I think Comp has Gravita.
Oh, we did a segment on this earlier today. Do you start the Baron? Type yes or no in chat right now. I'm going to say yes.
I mean, it won't come up anywhere, but you can type yes or no in chat if you want to. They're going to start up the Baron. Crownshot does have the bullet time. You've got the final chapter as well, so if you can lock them up, you can do quite a lot of work. Cabochard from the backside, looking to root up one. Jenax gets caught, but here's the call of the Forge God. Baron low, should be secured by NG. He gets it. The bullet time was stopped by the polymorph. Labrov with the whimsy. Perfect place, perfect time, and Vitality get out.
One more time.
Really well played by Vitality so far. 5 kills to 2, up a 2,000 gold lead, and their competition is well and truly online. 1-4 is the split. Cabochard acting just as a middleman between die in a side lane because he was slightly too far pushed up here. Crownshot having to step all the way back. Does have the bullet time. Baron buff is going to super up these minions.
Also, Trick was just on Grump, so Vitality can walk in here no problem.
Yeah, Trick's going to be able to get some mid-fry about it.
Well, this game is a really interesting sort of path we've taken through it because, of course, there was chaos in the bottom lane.
Of the, well, on the tier 2s, they've got the middle and the top lane left, and they're trying to get rid of this middle one right now, but Jenax not having too much of it.
I'm not sure how intended this is from Comp, but I would like to say, or they don't want to go that deep in right now. If I'm Vitality, I want to send Milica up into that top lane, starting a tower, or just look for the pick.
Jenax going for the face check. There's the Bellows breath, but Cabochard almost dies straight away. The bullet time does a huge amount of work, and Comp just takes him out with the Moonlight Vigil. What? That shouldn't be allowed. NG's going to chase down. Jenax gets healed up with the Zoomies, but NG with the Ragnarok cannot be stopped. Jenax, though, heals up a huge amount. ZaZee still alive. Comp goes in. The shuffle comes out. ZaZee's going to fall, but here goes Milica. Trick has to try and get onto the Corki, gets the stun down, but Milica's getting healed up, and now it's Trick and his limit, and only the cat is alive. Left alone, has to run for the wind because Labrov is on the chase.
Let's fight!
You know how this tastes for Labrov? Tastes pretty purple, Ender, as he tries to take down Limit. But Limit has the honey fruit. No, the sustain, the supplements. How can you do that?
No, Milica, go away!
No,
go away!
Leave him alone.
No, how dare you? How dare you?
That ruins the sanctity
Can we just go to the next
of
game,
supportal
please?
combat.
That was so dishonorable.
Yeah.
That was so dishonorable. Milica and kited out a bit by the Corki. So hey.
Oh, Moonlight Vigil went wide. One less thing for Aphelios to do, and he's only got Gravitum and Severum here. Might not be that enough, but ZaZee jumped onto the back line, healed up now. Jenax on the front line gets the knockup, but the rest of his team can't get anywhere near him. He pops the stopwatch, but Jenax is just going to fall, surrounded by 4 members of Vitality. And SK were unwilling to step forward and help out their colleague, but Crownshot then stepped forward afterwards, rooted in place. Cabochard doesn't have flash, doesn't have the ability to catch out Crownshot anymore.
Of the previous team fight, get 1 kill in another mid lane scuffle, and the Baron on top.
Whew. That's a strange sequence of events. Aphelios in a very strong position, and Vitality are knocking on the doors of these inhibitors. 8,000 gold lead for them, 31 minutes in. A Baron, a Cloud Soul. And SK will need something miraculous to get back on into this one. NG's bringing the wave in the mid lane as the inhibitor in the top falls. And this will be the next one for Vitality. Knock up from Jenax does come in, but NG does still have the ultimate himself to get away if he needs to. And this, with the Nature's Grass coming out, Comp. Oh, the root. Okay, the root stopped Jenax, and then afterwards he pops his ultimate back. But here comes ZaZee getting some more damage down. It did look like 2 inhibitors, but it's not going to be for now as Trick. He's on the chase. It's a very angry bear. He's running in. The final chapter coming out as well. Lands the 3-man root, but they can't chase any further. Trick.
Yeah, he's a very angry bear. You're right, man. He wasn't able to do anything right there. Just like yelling, beating on puns. There were none held back, and they just turned me off to the idea entirely. Vitality not slowing down on the base. Crownshot will use the ultimate to clear the wave, but Cabochard TP'd down to the bottom lane. NG is going to be there, so SK frantically sprinting.
Push in without the minions and should just be able to take the tower down. You can see the shields coming out from Labrov, helping Milica survive there. The inhibitor's going to fall.
And again, for the 12th time this game, Limit and Crownshot no mana, so they can't help defending. Seeing Crownshot up in that top lane, going to look to knock down the tower.
Jenax going to get chunked out. The inhibitor tower goes down. The root's going to land on 2 as Trick has to run away. Mikhail's to try and get him out of that one as he was stuck in spot for a second, but looks like Vitality going to back away. They have all 3 inhibitors down, but right now Milica, 1 auto attack takes half of ZaZee's health. He's healed up by the Yuumi. Here goes Comp, stepping forward, the Inferno before Trick can even get close to so much damage, and there is the Moonlight Vigil. And there go SK. Call of the Forge God comes out, Crownshot being healed up. They try and lock down Comp, but the bullet time's hitting no one, and Vitality are hitting the Nexus. They will round out week 3 with a 3-4 scoreline.
I have no idea what's going on in our standings, Medic. I have absolutely no clue.
I don't understand how you find it so difficult to understand, right? So Fnatic beat Vitality.
Yeah.
Vitality beat SK. SK beat G2. G2 beat Mad Lions. Mad Lions beat Origin. Origin then beat Fnatic, and that's the circle of suck.